This week on Viking Chronicles, we're out here in Etna, Wyoming. Beautiful mountains, as you can see, and we're hunting bears with a good friend of mine, Robb Wiley. He's a full-time professional outfitter, which really makes it nice. This isn't something he dabbles in. He's a professional, and year-round, this is what he does. So VTAC brings folks out to Wyoming. We do high-angle, long-range shooting along with pack animal training so that we can get these guys ready for the fight. But we also throw a bear tag in each guy's pocket so that if they do come across a bear, they have a live target they can engage. And it puts them under a little stress sometimes too.
I think a bear offers a little bit more as far as senses. A wild animal has senses that humans don't. And you know, if there's something I can teach to a military guy on something I've learned, I mean, it's an honor.
It's good training. You're working hard to get where you're going. You got to deal with some cold, miserable, wet, Viking-like weather here. Snow, rain, muddy, slimy. It's nasty, but it's something to remember on this hunt because it's a pain in the butt to get in and out of there. At night we're walking out in the dark, and that makes it real. It's work, however you look at it. One of the discussions we've had while we've been out here in the mountains is, you know, there's a big rivalry between the Marines and the Navy and Coast Guard, Air Force, and of course the best guys, the Army guys. It's funny, but we've been giving a lot of grief to the Navy guys out here because they're Navy guys, so that's what we do. Hey Rob, I told you, man, we have to slow down a little bit, wait on the Navy guys. It's normal. All right, let's keep going.
You can take that?
If I recall correctly, didn't Navy SEALs kill Osama bin Laden?
They're all tactical. You can see something's going on. You gotta watch them when they do that because they might be plotting against you. We're supposed to be bear hunting, and look what they're doing. They're like a bunch of women.
Yeah, I'm using a Leupold Mark 6 3 to 18 scope on my rifle. I'm also using the Leupold binoculars. I'm using a Leupold RX 1000 TBR rangefinder with the DNA, which allows me to quickly range a bear. When I do that, it gives me the true ballistic range. Not the straight line range, but it takes out the angle so I know exactly where to hold. It also gives me my hold-offs in mils, and I have a mil dot reticle in my scope, and I can quickly hold and make great shots. So on Saturday we had cold weather, rainy weather, pretty miserable. We weren't quite dressed for the occasion that first day. Day two, it just got more and more sloppy. It snowed. We thought, all right, we're going to be good to go. Today, Memorial Day, it was a little miserable this morning, still pretty slippery up here. Decided we'd stay a little bit longer out here. We still had decent light to shoot in, so we just had some patience. It was getting pretty cold. The wind was blowing right in our face. Perfect setup. And sure enough, we saw this bear come cruising in below the bait. He got up by the bait. We had a pretty good eye on him and tried to make a clean shot. And you could see he rolled right down the hill. I didn't hear him do his death squall, so what we're going to do is let him go down there and die and hit him first thing in the morning. We're going to come in here, go to that bait, and track him down there and see what we find. Well, one of the things that we talked about when we started making Viking Chronicles was that we wanted this to be real. And sometimes real is not as sexy, and this is a perfect example of that. We went up in the mountains and we shot a nice bear, but we went out there today, we spent several hours, and we never recovered him. I'm not proud of that. I'm just saying that this is real. You know, this is what happens when you really go out and hunt.